A Kolasinac own goal gave Huddersfield an extremely late opportunity to grab an unlikely point, but Chris, there's no doubt that Arsenal have been good value for the win, and it might look narrow, and I know we've taken one or two emails suggesting that all is not quite right, and that might be true, but I think the Gunners have still deserved to win this one.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think we had the quality in the final third. It's frustrating we can't keep the clean sheet. It really is. You thought that was going to be a little confidence booster. So maybe it's not the performance and the overwhelming result we wanted, but it keeps us in the thick of that hunt for top four, and that's what we wanted from today. Yeah, that was a grandstand finish we could have avoided.
Indeed. Let's hand you back to Emirates Stadium. More from Arsenal Nation. We'll take some tweets, social media interaction as well. Thoughts from Nigel plus Johnny. Full time here. Arsenal have managed to grab the win. It's finished Huddersfield 1, Arsenal 2.
Thanks very much, guys. So, welcome back to the Emirates Stadium, first and foremost. A little bit shell-shocked. I think shell-shocked is the wrong word, because we still won the game. Let's not overreact. But I'm with Johnny Cochran and Nigel Winterburn, my guests, of course. Nigel absolutely furious at the last kind of 3 minutes of the game there. You should have heard him in
it. It was like he was playing, wasn't it?
Let's just say Johnny's tomato soup hit the back wall.
It is annoying, though, isn't it, Nigel? You know, the way they scored.
Well, for me, it's very annoying. And if I was one of those Arsenal defenders at the end of this game, I would be ripping into my teammates at the end, at the final whistle, because until you get the mentality that conceding a goal is not acceptable, we're always going to concede a goal, if that makes sense. And I'm going through this game in the second half thinking, oh, well, this is a bit boring. There's not much happening. But at the end of it, it's a 2-0 victory. It's a clean sheet. It builds confidence. And then all of a sudden, we let the goal in, and then there's a little half shot at the end. I think the game, to be fair, the game was in control. But you have to get the mentality that over my dead body do you score a goal. And we just...
The thing is...
I think I'm just frustrated.
Yeah.
The thing is, panic is contagious as well. So one of the things that has really been plaguing our defence is the fact that we go into like a panic stations mode. Everyone's like, you know, Keystone Cops, like no one knows what's going on. And you try to get out of that through being consistent in your approach and the way that you actually defend. And that might start with a, you know, clean sheet, like Nigel was saying, away to Huddersfield, and then you can build on your next game. Oh, can we now get another clean sheet? But when you constantly know that at some point we're going to freak out and, you know, something's going to happen, you know, it might have only been one chance at the end, but there's one chance right at the end after the goal that they've had where they could have actually drawn that game.
Yeah.
You know, what's going on?
Yeah. I think it's worth mentioning, trying to be positive, we did win the game.
Yeah.
So,
I've got to say, that was just my rant right at the end with the frustration. I'm so pleased we've won this game because we talked about it earlier. Nothing but a victory was acceptable today. Yeah. If you are genuinely feel that you've got a chance of getting into the top four, you have to beat a Huddersfield team that are bottom of the league and are going to be relegated. So you've got to do that. It's no good hiding away from it. You have to do it. But at least this sort of, the victory does sort of keep building your confidence, and we needed that.
I'm not sure how many Huddersfield fans are watching Arsenal Nation, but if they are, they're going to be writing in going, why is Nigel Winterburn slagging us off?
Well, I'm not,
saying we're going to get relegated.
I'm not slagging them off. What I'm saying is, it's to me, it's obvious that they are going to be relegated because, one, they don't score enough goals, and two, they can't keep a clean sheet. So it's... You're right.
They are going down.
Yeah. Right, well, let's turn our attention back to today's game. You know, they may go down, they may not go down. Who knows? This is Arsenal Nation, not Huddersfield Nation. Anyway, today's game, Iwobi and Kolasinac. Lots of people talking about the link-up play between those two. The Forward Observer here saying there is no other player in the Arsenal team who can give multiple opposing players pushing, grabbing, climbing all over him and maintain possession and pass successfully like Iwobi does. He's pretty amazing. Forlan as well saying Kolasinac's cutback centre-backs fire. And Emmanuel here saying the Iwobi-Kolasinac combination is very effective, our best attacking outlet. Oscar Wilde, not the Oscar Wilde, I'm guessing, but saying the most telepathic connection between Iwobi and Kolasinac. You've actually mentioned the wing play here, and we saw it again in the second half. Iwobi and Kolasinac combining very, very well, Nigel. We've got a graphic here, actually. I don't know if you guys can see it on the monitor down there as well. Loads of passes between the two of them, lots of joy down that side of the pitch. And, you know, maybe that's a partnership that we should be looking to build on going into the future. Well,
let's hope so, because you know what you want is, if you're talking about Kolasinac and Iwobi on that left-hand side, you, as a fullback or a wing-back, myself playing in both those positions, I want someone in front of me who I can trust, but I want someone also as well is I know exactly what they're going to do. So I know that if I'm giving the ball out wide, maybe I'll go out around them but cut back inside, or as soon as I make one pass, he cuts inside and I go around the outside. So you're talking about combination plays. As strong as you can make that combination play in a pairing, then you improve the team dramatically. So I think it's so important that they get a really strong working relationship. When I was talking to Johnny earlier, he was saying, for me, Kolasinac is a wing back all day long. That's his bet. He loves driving forward. That's his play. That's what he wants to do.
That's what he does. Another positive in today's team, Lauren Koscielny played very, very well today, it's fair to say. Darren F saying Koscielny has played like a monster today. Good game for Lauren Koscielny.
I thought he was the best player on the pitch. Koscielny, easily. I mean, this is what's annoying about conceding at the end, because it's people like that who've actually been excellent. I thought Monreal had a really good game as well. And they're the ones who, you know, Koscielny's not going to be happy with conceding at the end, because I thought he was easily our best player. Just to point on the Kolasinac thing, yeah, as I was saying, I've mentioned before on Arsenal Nation, I think with regards to the way Emery attacks the job of like dealing as Arsenal manager right now, we've got a squad of players and he has to get the best out of them. Now, there are some players who we know are underperforming, but I think Kolasinac, as we've talked about before, is one of our best attacking outlets. Like, he is creating the most these days. We don't have many players who are running in behind. Our typical wingers, if you like, if you can call them wingers, you know, because we might end up playing either Aubameyang or Lacazette in one of those kind of front three to the side. So Ozil's not someone who will run in behind. Ramsey's not going to run in behind you. We need pace that's going to go in, and Kolasinac is the biggest outlet of that. And Emery likes to get people to the byline and then cut back for people running on to score goals. So Kolasinac is really, really important in any system that Emery's playing right now. Yeah, so Kolasinac, Iwobi and Koscielny making everybody happy out there, but not everybody's happy because, you know, we can see here. Hello to Adewale saying, even though we're winning, our general play against a bottom team is disturbingly poor.
Yeah, sometimes, though, it's hard to play against the bottom teams. It becomes today wasn't a perfect day. It didn't show up, but it's very windy, and sometimes it can be scrappy. Do you know what? I can't. If the performance is not great, you can accept that. You've got to come away with a victory first of all, which is exactly what we did, and then you can dissect forward play and then dissect the defensive play at the end to say, but this is where we need to improve. So I'm delighted we won today, and like you say in my voice at the end, just that slight frustration because I always want a clean sheet, particularly right at the end of a game. It just drives me mad when you concede like that. So I'm happy with the result, and then you can look back and work on other situations, attacking and defensively within the week again to say, well, we've got to improve against the better teams. That's quite obvious.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to bring up the emotions again, but the clean sheet, it's worth bringing up again because we've had this come in saying, just from Aaron saying, what's a clean sheet? And then just looking around because we really do struggle to get them, don't we, guys?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not something that we seem to want these days, to be fair. You know, it's, why don't we just go out and score goals because we know we're going to concede. I mean, this is a poor Huddersfield team as well. And for them to be even getting goals against you, it's, I don't know. But I mean, I think overall, if we can get top 4, and I still think it's on. I'm not saying we definitely will, but it's on. You know, there's a potential there. It doesn't matter that whether we get top 4 playing good football. No. It's not going to make any difference. I would bite your hand off for an ugly top 4. You know, any top 4 is going to look pretty attractive to me. So at the end of the day, we need to win games. And under Wenger, a lot of the time we would play some really nice football and then come away with last-minute sucker punches or 0-0 draws or whatever. So I'll take the win. Thank you very much.
0-0s.
Yeah, oh, there was one or two.
You two. Right, before we head out of here, I need to get a one-word sign-off from you both. One word to sum up today's game.
Cool. Necessary.
I like it. I'm going to go with that as well.
Just sticking with his one.
Needed, I'm going to go.
Needed and necessary. Those are our one-word sign-ups. Right, as always, thank you for watching Arsenal Nation Live. We'll be back on Thursday. Our Europa League campaign gets back underway against Bate Borisov. We'll see you then, but take care. And here's the 3 points. Come on, you Gooners!